Hi guys, and welcome to Cat Tarot. I have a few announcements to make. Last Sunday, I have reached 500 subscribers milestone, and I did test the live sessions and it worked. And a few of you who kind of like got a really quick message, they jumped on, did get their questions asked, so everything worked really well. So next live session is on Friday, March the 3rd at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please join in and prepare your questions. I'll see you there. Now this brings me to basically an issue of subscription, so please subscribe and you can join me on a Facebook as well. So you're going to get a notification when is the next live session. So just if I have time, I can just send this notification, and if you have time, you can join in. Link for Facebook is in the description, so check it out there. And last announcement, I promise there are two current specials. You can get yes or no questions and I can turn it around right away, basically the same day. It's only $10. Please check my website how to get it, or look up on Facebook, Cat Tarot News, and let's go from there. And again, for you new guys, new subscribers, like how it really works, your engagement is going to reward you by actually getting your basically horoscope sign out first. So by clicking subscribe, like, by sharing, by leaving comments, you actually are placing yourself in a position. So this week, Libra, Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, and Gemini are getting extended horoscope. So without further ado, let's start. Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your weekly reading for March 1st to March 7th. So yeah, before I start, please, what happened? You guys, like, you were on the top list last week. What happened this week? Anyway, let's go here, and maybe I'm going to find the answers to see why you're not subscribing, clicking, and liking. So I'm just kidding. Please do that. I really appreciate any support that I get. So let's see what is the base for this week. Like, base card is the Priestess reversed. So this is kind of like that internal wisdom that we have. We sort of like carry it with us. It has to be reactivated at some point. And sort of like when one priestess is kind of like finished and this is like kind of long lived, the new priestess kind of thing, this wisdom keeps building up. For us, what we are bringing this week, this wisdom is really not there. We kind of are very pragmatically approaching this week and literally trying to see in things we see instead of in things we feel intuitively. Why? The base is like still the pain that we're experiencing, still something that has died inside of us, still something that we really like thought we can kind of defend ourselves, but one thing after another was falling apart until we didn't lose the eye and the tooth and everything. It was just like over. But we just want to know, okay, you know what, this has been in the past. I did react in the situation like very well. I kind of like moved on from my patterns and I didn't do it, and now I am a good kitty. This is a simple card of reward for the past efforts and giving yourself a pat on the shoulder that you actually passed the test. And this is literally the flavor of the week, is like, look, these are all earth energies here. Sorry, all sky energies, like Sky Queen, 5 of sky, 10 of sky, and then you have the lovers over here. So the energy is like all about what is love for you. So you're willing to even explore this and even burn yourself in it, because it is sort of like something that you really, really feel you conquered. It was like really big success, because look, you're getting reborn into kind of all the starry kind of like creature, which means like you passed the test. You passed the karmic test. This week, starting March the 1st, you're moving ahead pretty much like a different person. It's the new beginning. And what did you leave behind? You left behind the lovers. You maybe even left behind your mate. Maybe this was a breakup. Maybe this was something that was so meaningful for you, and that's why you feel this horrible sorrow and a horrible pain where you feel everything is lost. But at the same time, you're looking up. Maybe it was a question about love that was painful and that was resolved. And it was like not the nicest things. You had to face your fears and you had to face your enemies and the judgment and self-judgment of yourself. But you did it. You feel you passed. and you feel that you pass with flying colors, that right now you can even tease and play. Sort of like, if I didn't see this card, I would just literally think Aquarius are like really out there, all of a sudden like raising from this depression and getting ahead. And this is another thing that I'm noticing here. This is the card of sort of like, right? It's the final judgment. So you kind of get there. It's only one more step. And that one step is like, where do you go from there, right? And you're like willing to tease even about that decision. But then you have the card of endings, Ten of Sky. Like, it's so bad, it cannot be worse. And like what I really like about this card here, you can see the sunshine is cracking through. Sunshine is coming, but not yet. So it is like one of those things in life where you can just go up from here, right? So the ending, there's the ending here. And then we have a new beginning. So we are learning where we want to go, because in immediate like future is like Five of Sky. So we might even get bullied. We might even think that, we are still going to think really good about what we did, but we are really not good yet. We still have issues to deal with. So this is saying to us, issues are that we have to understand that we are different. Look at the Sphinx cat. It's just like not being accepted, not belonging. And so what is the options here? Like the Judgment card, this is basically asking you for how do you deal with things. So how do we deal with a situation like that? Do we fight? Do we make them do it? Or do we run away because we don't want to lose one of our lives? But it's the love that is like waiting for us there. We need to fight. Or do we? So this is kind of one of those situations where you feel bullied. But lesson for the week is Sky Queen. That's pretty much us. I love this queen. Look, she is like looking from the really high ground down. She's so resourceful that she understands that she can do that. And yet she's not exposing herself to the completely, cold, cold day, because you can see the snow behind her. But it actually indicates that she is a basically thinking cat. She knows how to get to her goals. And these are like, cards, these are kind of like situations in life that are calling for really quick reaction. And this is the lesson over here. This week you're going to have things that are going to kind of like come sideways to bother you. You're going to get the thoughts popping up that's going to make you very sad. You're going to completely lack intuition, wondering if ever you're going to meet someone and did you lose something that was very important, because you didn't only lose a mate, but maybe you lost a feeling that even to be able to feel and kind of like get charmed again. And then you feel bullied and you feel, okay, maybe I left, but what did I win? Or maybe even laughing. Maybe it was the other guy who kind of like now is in a worse situation than he would be with you. Simply, there are lots of thoughts going on here. It's recycling, and it's good and bad, right? The periphery of the thoughts are all the bad things that went wrong, or the things that you think that still can go wrong. But the good news are this self-appreciation. Like, look at the sunshine, and it's like kind of beaming, like these two cards, like look at how much yellow they have. So, how do you Aquarius really feel about yourself this week? You feel like the floating cat, right? And that obviously shows over here that you're going from the very high to kind of like very low, going to the range of issues and emotions, right? And giving that you have like just two major arcanas is a lot, but you have a good key and the lovers, basically coupled with everything else. It basically says that the balance is needed, that you need to heal and you need to put that chapter of your life to rest. And you're going to do that. And kind of like Aquarius is like perfect. We are actually really good for reaching closure, because it would be nice if we get it, because it would save us time and effort. But you know what? We have this ability to kind of like really close our eyes and think what the other person is doing and why they are doing what they are doing and how do they feel about it. We literally can connect with people on that kind of cerebral level, and we can get this closure ourselves. And that's what you're doing. You're literally looking at things from a different perspective. You're trying to understand reasoning behind things that happen or things that are happening, and taking, actually that's a major arcana. It's the third one. Sorry. So actually it is important week. because now you have three. You have Lovers, the choice you made, and you made this choice to leave it. And by leaving it, which was like a big, big, big karmic test, which you did pass. And now because you passed the test, you're not taking things for granted, like, right? You're not thinking that you're going to just be accepted to this like new cat kind of like tower. You are kind of like strategizing. You are understanding right now these highs and lows in the past. And you see, this is basically the card of on the outside. So you are seeking support. You have been cocooned for a while and kind of like in your own cave, maybe even lost a friend or two, but now it's time to reconnect with them. They're there, they're waiting for you, they're more than willing to give you advice. So again, the fears are still in our heads, right? But not so much anymore as they used to be, because I see the growth, like, right, that we are lifting up. So here, this was like reverse card, Eight of Sky. So here is the kitty struggling with all this kind of like things all over. And you know what will happen here. The kitty will get panicked, start to like, really flip left and right, and basically injure himself. Or even worse yet, like, the blood is going to attract the predators and he's going to or she's going to be attacked. This way, the kitty understands that just by relaxing and leaning on the roots, he or she is going to come out. So literally, kind of, do not engage. Do not engage. Just let things handle it for you, right? So, and the hope is also that you're able to do that. That you really don't tell people how you really feel and what you really feel. And also the hope is like to really have hope, right? No hope? Hope, right? And here is like that lack of intuition. So it's kind of repeating it on a different level. And lastly, we have Ace of Sea. So there you go. It is coming this week. We didn't feel it in a while, other than real pain, other than trying to work on the relationship that we only remember good times. And we were trying to recreate them. We were trying to kind of like be cheery and loving and playful and everything, and nothing worked. This is what we got. Ten of Sky. So we're going from a Ten of Sky to One of Cups. This is as worse as it can be, like, because you're tormented in your thoughts. And this is opening our hearts. Lovely card. It's foretelling a new beginning, but this is not to say that work is not needed on it, because, right, like sky, 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 lots of like intellectual energy, which kind of like really suits us Aquarians. This is not energy that we kind of like even like and can handle it, because obviously that energy was like handled this way. But we did pass the test. It is going to be different this time, because we are not taking things for granted. We understand who we want to fight, who we don't want to fight. We are creating again our little circles of friends and looking always things from the other person's perspective, just to kind of double check ourselves and how we comprehend the whole situation. So let me first get a love card as well, like angel message, and that way later I can come with clarifications of things. Okay, Aqua this week. Yeah, I really, really want to see this now. Let's get this love card for the Ace of Sea. Huh. This could be the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. Oh my God. Wow. Somebody just like threw a wrench in Aquarian's life. Like, look, you worked so hard to get there, and now it's asking you to reconsider the whole pain that you left behind. I think what this means is the karma things, you actually handle it. And karma things this time around, nobody will be able to hurt you this much. And actually this time around, I think you are not going to be the kitty that is running away. You are going to be the kitty that is going to fiercely defend your own turf, because you came up with your strategy. I think this is how this connects together, right? And you're going to ask the friends to look at that choice, because they say friends are the best predictors of the success. So, okay, let me clarify. Let me see this Ten of Sky. What is this torment going on? Ten of Sky for Aquarius. And when is this going to go away? This keeps being here forever. So tired. Ten of Sky. For starters, they're all upright. That's really good. Letter, consolation, and journey. So, could it be possible that we kind of like fell corner because somebody actually didn't communicate to us? So, I think I have a lunatic outside of my house. Let me just take a look. I'll be right back with you. Sorry about that. Here I am, half an hour later. Yeah, I really hope this is not my one, because this guy has some serious issues. So, let's go back. We got confirmation for this card. Letter, consolation, and journey. So, you know what? We are kind of like going to kind of find out. Somebody will communicate to us. Somebody will communicate to us what really happened. And so this whole journey, like literally, is going to be finished, like our own journey. Like this is the card of endings, and you know, this is disclosure that is going to come there. But we sort of like already knew it. This was only a way of moving up from here. We already knew it, but like now, right now, we're going to get a confirmation. Even maybe a return of this old lover. Maybe this is where this card is kicking in. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. This could be one of those past lovers, but it could also be the person that we haven't even noticed. That somebody we dealt with who maybe was not our type. Or maybe we had different lessons to learn. They had different lessons to learn. So basically that kind of like didn't work out. So we clarify that. And so that was Ace of Cups clarification. Let me see this Judgment. What kind of lessons did we pass with such flying colors? Haha. Yeah, it was about this lesson. Definitely. Look, somebody turned our world upside down, kind of like took a loyalty away from us, promising us the world and promising us this, like, look, it's the same card, right? This whole union and reunion, and the loyalty was not there. And we kind of did muster up the courage to say no, right? We were playful, maybe we were like, fierce, but we did say no. Because guess what? We need to value ourselves more than the other people value, because other people are just going to pick up on what we value and what we don't value. So, yay! Lesson has been learned, but boy, is it painful. We are still probably grinding our teeth about it, right? So, and what else I want? So that was basically this kitty. So basically we found out about this as well. Okay, and let's see this floating cat. Floating cat for Aquarius, please. What is this whole feeling about for Aquarius for this week? Yes. Merchant, love, inversed, and lover. So you're looking at things differently. At love approach is not going to be the same anymore. Yes, you feel you have learned a big lesson. Like two major arcanas. And two major arcanas here for, this was a major lesson. And it was a lesson in the element that is not Aquarian element. It's not the domain of thought and friendly banter and thinking and laughing. It is the domain of heart. It is like so hard for Aquarians to walk away, because we do see potential in people that they don't see themselves. And that's why people fall in love with us, because we see them as the best they can be. But at the same time, this is why we get so disappointed when we see that people are not living their highest existence. And that really bothers us. And then we become unhappy people, and then we lose that, like a famous intuition, and we kind of like feel that we are attacked by the predators for that. It's just like, what did I do? What did I do wrong? I was like really trying to help. So, what is this saying? We are renegotiating the future, how we are approaching love, what kind of partner we are allowing to come. This is not going to be false love anymore, because we are going to know how to do it. So right now we are looking this whoever is coming to our life, we are looking this person from a different perspectives. We are looking what can they do for us. Are they going to give me the love that I need, or this is going to be just infatuation? In any case, you're really enjoying the life because you are allowing people to enter your life, something that we didn't do in a while because of all this stuff going on. So yeah, there's still pain, there's still some kind of bullying. It's going to be a lesson this week, but overall the main lesson is to again start going out, because this time we passed this lesson. This is not going to repeat. And even if the same person comes back, that person is going to behave differently because you show them you can drive the car. Alrighty, Aquarius, check your monthly as well to see how this fits and see how you're moving ahead. And I love you. And please remember, on Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'm going live on YouTube, and you can get your questions answered. Talk to you then. Love you.